Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome to my first live stream. I've never done this on YouTube. I did it on Facebook maybe a couple times. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm just going to play a little bit real quick. Let me know if everything sounds good. I'll have your comments and all that stuff on a separate monitor, just so I can kind of track them, and I'll try to answer your questions as well. But just do me a favor in the comment section right now. I'm just going to play a little bit. Let me know if the levels are good. Let me know if you hear my voice really well. And let me know if you hear the drums really well as well, all right? So let's check this out. All right, cool. So everything, let's see, let me just check the comments real quick. And we hear you loud and clear, I think. All right, cool. Oh, let me give a special shout out to my student here, Ben. What's going on, brother? I miss you, man. He's one of my middle school band students, or he was, and he's a great guy, man. So it's cool that you're tuning in. All right, so let me get to this real quick. And all right, cool. So here's what's going to go down today. So if you haven't seen part one of stick control for the drum set, that was done maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago at this point. And instead of me filming another one and trying to edit everything, and it's just, even though we're in quarantine, I've been so busy with so many other things that I haven't had time to film it. So I said, you know what, let me just do it live, and let's see if this works out and see if people dig it, you know what I mean? So, and if you dig it, what I'll do is I'll do more of these. So, so let's get right to it, man. Let's go right to it. So everything that we're gonna play, I'm gonna have notated on the screen, so you should be able to see it. So for example, like right here, these are our main stickings. All right, so in our main stickings, everything is going to be based off of these stickings here, all right? So if you notice, everything is pretty straightforward. It says eighth notes. But if you look at the top corner of the actual sheet, you'll see an eighth note, and then it says equals, and then there's like a triplet kind of rhythm. Essentially what's going to happen is we're going to use that rhythm instead of the straight eighth note. So instead of playing it like this, so instead of playing, for example, number one like this, what we're going to do is we're going to swing it. So all the eighth notes are going to be swung. So instead of going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and essentially what we're going to play is this. All right, so that's what's going to go down for this whole thing. So when you hear me playing these rhythms, it's not that I'm playing them incorrectly. It's just that I'm swinging them. They're swung eighth notes and not straight eighth notes. So again, if you don't know how to get to the swung eighth note, one way to do it is to play triplets, hand-to-hand triplets, and you'll play the first and the third partial of the triplet. So you have something like this. All right, so that is if you don't know how to get the swing feel. So again, all the rhythms are going to be based off of this. Okay, so everything in this lesson is going to be swung eighth notes, just to give you a heads up, all right? So let's get right to it. Let's get to number one. All right, so in number one, we just have right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And again, we're taking that swing pattern, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And some people will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and whatever works. It really doesn't matter to me. So this is what it would sound like. And I'm going to play the time with the bass drum so that you can hear how this fits. All right, so this is number one, and I'll play number one 4 times. All right, So that's number one. And bear with me because I want to get through this in a systematic way. That way you're learning how to do this correctly and not just kind of fast forwarding on a video. So that's why we're kind of taking the steps kind of slowly. All right, so that's number one. Number two, same concept. We're still going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and except that we're going right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. So we have this. And same concept with number 3. Now we have right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. So let's hear this. All right, and number 4, we have a paradiddle, but just swung, so it's going to sound like this. All right, and I'm going through this kind of quickly because you can go through this by yourself. Again, it's just following the sticking and also but making sure that the rhythm is swung. All right, so number 5, we have right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, which is an inverted paradiddle. So we have this. Number 6, we have right, or we have another way of playing a paradiddle. So you have a diddle and then singles, diddle and single, right, right, left, and then left, left, right, left. So we have this. Number 7, we have singles, right, left, and then we invert it. So we have left on the second half, right, left, right. So we have right, left, left, right, left, right on the turnaround. All right, so just be careful with the turnarounds. All right, so this is what number 7 sounds like. And the last one, number 8, we have right, left, left. And bear with me, I know this is the easy stuff, but this is important. This is all fundamental stuff that we should know. So it sounds like this, number 8. Now the key to this whole thing, obviously, is that we have to swing it and we have to play the right rhythms, but you also kind of want to make sure that you have everything even and nothing is accented at this point. So for example, if I'm doing number 1, I shouldn't hear this, because there's nothing accented, so everything should be even. And while that exercise may sound like it's boring to do, but it's really difficult to do because you have to work on your touch to make sure that everything is sounding even and you're putting the right velocities on every stroke. So everything that we're going to do from now on is based off of those stickings, all right? So here is where things start getting interesting. So let's look at the next sticking. So we have 1A all the way to 8A. Now, if you notice, every right hand is going to be accented at this point, all right? This will change the sound of everything, but it'll also change how things feel as well, all right? So what I'm going to do is we'll keep it on the snare for now, just so you can hear it, and then what I'll do is I'll separate the hands so you can start hearing actual melodic ideas that are actually in these stickings already, and you don't even have to do much just by moving the right hand over, all right? So here's number 1. 1A. Two A's, doubles again, we're just accenting all the right hands. Three A, same concept. Accenting all the right hands, but we have right, left, right, left, right. Let's hear how this sounds. And number 4A, we have the paradiddle, accent all the right hands. Number 5, same concept, inverted paradiddle. So you have right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. Again, accent all the right hands. So we have this. Number 6, same thing, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left. Accent all the right hands. So it sounds like this. And number 7, singles, and then we have a double for the transition, so just be careful here. And number 8, right, 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 left. Make sure the left hand is unaccented. All right, so that's all the preliminary exercises. That's all right hand lead as far as accents. Then the next step is to actually do the same exact thing, but we're going to accent all the left hands. All right, so this is what number 1 will sound like. 1B. Two B will be the doubles, again, accenting on the left hands. Three B. Four B. 5B. Uh, 6B. Seven B. And the last example, 8B. All right, so I know I went through that somewhat quick, but it should be pretty straightforward. Give me a second. It should be pretty straightforward to read that. And I'm going to leave this PDF file, or I'll leave a PDF file after the stream so you can download it and then you can have it. And again, practice this stuff with a metronome. I'm going to show you, before I continue, let me show you something that's important. Obviously, we should be always playing alongside with the click. But if you're working on swing patterns, you should be working on the swing pattern with a metronome like this. So instead of it always being on the downbeat, you can have it where it's, give me a second here. You can have it where it's on the third partial. So 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you can do something like this. So, right, instead of it being 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, what you can do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll just play the first example. I'll play the first example so you can hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. etc. And you can go through all those examples that way instead of always playing on the downbeat of 1 or, you know, just the downbeats in general. So try that as a challenge, all right? So now the whole reason we went through all this stuff is for this. So if you notice, let's look at, for example, the 1A system. Let's look at 1A. So 1A was just downbeat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 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 which essentially is just this 1A on the top. So that's the rhythm. So what we're going to do is all the rhythms that we played on 1A all the way to AA were all the stickings. Now we're just going to focus on the accent pattern or the melodic idea. All right, if that makes sense. All right, so right, 1A was bak, 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 bak. 2A was ba, ba, da, da, gung, da, da, gung, da, da, gung, gung. So now we're going to just take those accented patterns and we're going to play those accented patterns on the bass drum, okay? And we'll start messing around with different ostinatos based off of, and we're going to put, we're going to play ostinato. We're live here, baby. We're going to play ostinato, but we're going to play the groups on top of the ostinato. So for example, let's look at ostinato 1. Ostinato 1 is pretty straightforward. You just have triplets on the right hand. So you have 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Snare drum is on beats 2 and 4. I'll play this for you just so you can hear the ostinato first. Okay, so now the goal is this. Now we memorize that ostinato, and then we start playing the group exercises. So for example, here's my group A exercise. And I won't play this with a click for now, but just so you can hear it. So number 1 will be this. You have the ostinato, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, d, 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 cha, d, 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 cha, d, d. Then we play the kick pattern of 1A on top of that. So we have something like this. Number 2 will be 1 and 2, dot, dot, rest, dot, dot, rest, dot, dot, rest. So it sounds like this. Three A, boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, boom. So we'll have this. For A, bum, 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 bum. And let's play the ostinato on top of it. All right, number 5, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Six A, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Same ostinato. Seven, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and next one, number 8, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. And be careful here that we don't rush the kick on this, all right? So what I'll do is, let's see here. Let's put on we'll put the foot cam on just so you can see it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this with a metronome. We'll play this slowly at 90 BPM so you can hear it. I'll play each exercise, let's say 4 times, just so that we can kind of get a gist of what's going on here. All right, so this is what it will sound like. Let's see. All right. So remember, let's see here. So remember that you can also do this with the click on the third partial. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to go through all those exercises again, but I just wanted to give you a heads up that you can do it that way. All right. So what I'll do is I'll just play the first 2 exercises so you can hear with the click in that manner. All right. So I'll sound something like this. Let's see here. Let's go here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Etc., etc., etc. All right, so that's that. Now, the next step is this. We play the same thing, but we're going to play the group B patterns. And a lot of the group B patterns are actually going to have off note upbeats. So I just want you to be careful here. So the first one, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And let's hear how this sounds. To B. Three B. Four B. 5B. 6B. 7B. 'And the last one, 8B, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, so those are all the groupings at this point, all right? So that's group A, group B. Now that's just one ostinato. You can go through a bunch of ostinatos. So for example, if you notice here, the second ostinato would be a shuffle. So 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. So something like this. Then you would play the groupings on top of that. So you would play, so you would play this grouping on top of that. So something like this. I'll play each one 2 times so you can get it. All right, so those are all at least all the groupings of A, and all those groupings were with ostinato number 2. Okay, so you can look at all these ostinatos. I'm not going to go through all of them because then the live stream would be too long. I don't even know how long we've been in here. Let me check real quick to see. We've been 27 minutes in already. Holy cow. Okay, so I don't want it to be longer than an hour if I don't have to, and I want to answer some questions. I know I've seen a bunch of stuff on the comment section. So if you have any questions, just put them on the comment section, and I'm going to get to that at the end, I promise. All right? So another ostinato, if you want to get into like four-way independence, and this is how I got into it when I was younger. I studied a lot of jazz when I was really young. And so if you look at ostinato 4, we have the ride cymbal pattern, the jazz ride cymbal pattern, the standard one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then the kick is playing all bass drums, 4 on the floor, but it's going to be light. Don't bash. Don't do this, because that's not going to work. All right. So you want to feather the kick. All right. So just give you a heads up. So you're going to do this. And I usually play heel down when I play jazz. So I have this. As opposed to this. You don't want to do that when you're playing jazz, just to give you a heads up, all right? So this is what number 4 is going to sound like. Ostinato 4, ding, 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 ding. Hi-hat on 2 and 4. Bass drum is going to be playing 4 on the floor. And the snare drum is now going to be playing the groupings. So it's going to sound something like this. And we'll switch this camera angle to here. All right, cool. Ooh, you heard me botch the ending? Oh boy. You know what I mean? It's live, baby. That's what we do. So you can do that, and you can do the same thing with letter B as well. So we'll switch this into the same camera angle so you can see that one. All right, so here we go. Letter B, same thing. Actually, group B, jazz ride ostinato, which is 4. Hi-hat on 2 and 4, ride ostinato, bass drum 4 on the floor. And then we'll read group B with the left hand. So it sounds like this. All right, so that is what you would do with ostinato 4. Okay, so ostinato 4. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, so let's get into some meat and potatoes here. So if you notice, let's look at number 6. I'm going to skip a couple because I don't want this stream to be too long. Plus, I want to answer some of your questions as well. I hope you guys are digging it. Make sure you're hitting like. Make sure you're subscribing, all that good stuff. Let me know, because I would love to do this for you guys, maybe like once a week or every other week, et cetera, et cetera. Again, with the PDF file, I'll post the PDF file after the whole live stream is over. That way you guys have it. Again, you know, all the likes, all the subscribes, all that stuff helps me out. There's a money button down there if you want to send like a sticker or something. That's cool there. I've never done it before, but I saw there was an option there. So, but let's get right to it. So look at number 6. Number 6, we have what we call the halftime shuffle. So I'm going to give you some tips before we actually play the whole exercise. So when you're playing a halftime shuffle, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the hi-hat here is not so loud. So don't do this. Because what's going to happen is it's not going to sound as sweet or as smooth as you want it to sound. So we're going to keep that halftime shuffle really light on the right hand, and then on the left hand. And again, if you just tuned in, I'm on number 6, ostinato 6. the left hand is going to be really soft and ghost noted, and the snare drum is going to be accented on B3, so it's going to sound like this. Okay, and again, you want all this to sound really smooth. So at this point, I'm going to bring my hi-hat down just a little bit more because I thought it was a little too loud, and everything else will stay the same. All right, so before you continue, you got to make sure you have that underneath your hands, because if not, then we're going to fail here, all right? So make sure you have that underneath your hands. I have it underneath my hands because I've been playing it for a while. And now what we're going to do is we're going to play those group exercises on top of that ostinato, all right? So if you look at number one is just go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the kick, and we're going to keep the same halftime shuffle feel on the hands. So it's going to sound like this. All right, number 2, 1 and 2, dot, dot, rest, dot, dot, rest, dot, dot, rest, same halftime shuffle. Number 3, 1, ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Next one, 4/8, bum, 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 bum. Number 5, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Six A, bum, 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 bum. Seven A, bum, 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 ba bum, 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 ba bum. And number 8, bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum 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 bum. This one's a little tricky, so be careful here. All right, and then you do the same thing with group B. Same concept. I'm going to play each one probably 4 times, all right? So we have something like this. you don't understand how stressed out I am trying to play this stuff live. This is not easy to do, so just give you a heads up. All right, so this is what I want to do. Okay, I am going to play with a track, and I'll play the same ostinato, the halftime ostinato. I'll play group A, take a quick break. Then I'll play group B, quick break, and then I'll show you improvisation on top of that, and then we'll go from there, all right? So hopefully this is helping you guys out. I hope you guys are digging it. Hit that like, man. Come on, let's go. Share with your friends. Let's make this happen. All right, so let's go right into group A's. All right, halftime ostinato. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. Here we go. All right, so now we'll start improvising over it so you can hear some kick patterns over it. All right, so that is what you can do with stick control, right? Your track is too loud compared to your kit. Okay, we'll do that next time for sure. All the tracks are kind of weird to kind of see, but all good. Again, I'm a one-man team doing all the switching, doing all that stuff, so I just hope you guys are digging it. I'll adjust that next time. However, the next step is you can actually play this stuff with fills. So you can kind of do this. We could take the same rhythm, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right, but we're going to take the sticking out. We're just going to focus on the actual rhythm. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and what we can do is we can substitute those eighth notes for the actual bluzda. So if you don't know what a bluzda is, it's just essentially a flam with a right hand ditto and then a left. So I'll play the first 3 notes so you can hear it. Okay, and then what you do is you play 3, or you're going to play 4 in a row, and if you notice all the accents are on the left hand, so you're going ba 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 ba, except that you're just putting in that bluzda in between, so you have this. okay? You can do it where it's just 2, so 1 and 2 and half, rest, 1 and 2 and half, rest, and it'll sound like this. All right, so that's one way of doing it. So what I'll do is I'll play maybe like a minute track so you can hear it. I'll play a couple of blushes so you can hear it in different places. And then this is how you use, again, all the stick control exercises that we've learned. You can use the same concepts just using the rhythm instead. So this is kind of getting into like a part 3 thing where I would do fills, but we don't got time for that today. But let's check this out, and I'll leave that up there for now. And I'm just going to play to a track real quick. It's not long at all. All right, so that's how you play all this stuff and make it musical and make it hopefully your own. At least that's the goal. All right, so hopefully you guys dug this lesson. I'm going to get to some questions. We'll do that in 1 second. I'm going to get a drink of water because I've been talking this whole time and I'm a little tired. So I want to show you a little bit of what's on the website. If you haven't checked out my website, check it out. Here's some videos. All right, cool. So that's just some of my stuff that's on the website. If you want to go support me, check it out, carlitomendoza.com. The chop exercises are just to give you a heads up when you go check out the website, the chop exercises are hand exercises that will definitely like kill your hands. In a good way though, you know what I mean? But check those out. There's a bunch of master classes. There's a bunch of stuff there. There's some courses there as well. There's Afro-Cuban stuff. All that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to some questions. I'm going to post it up here on the screen, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to start from the top to see what we got going on. I know we missed a lot of stuff. Oh, man, somebody gave me a thumbs down. Boo, hater, hater. All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's see. Eric, hi from South Africa. Wow, we got people from South Africa. Man, I hope you guys are enjoying your time here. Let's see here. What do we have here? Christian. Hey, Juan, do you use all the ideas you come up with concepts like this one, or do you get rid of the ones you don't like? I kind of it's a hybrid of things. So what I do is there are certain things that work with certain styles, and there's certain things that don't work with certain styles, or certain concepts that work well with each other, or certain concepts that just work with that one thing. So you have to kind of be smart about how you want to go about approaching music in general. If the music is telling you that you can use that concept, then that's what I would use. So just give you a heads up. Try not to do, try not to throw everything that you've learned into a gig, because it's not going to work out all the time. There are certain things that will work. There are other things that definitely won't work. So hopefully that answers your question, Christian. Thanks for tuning in, man. I really appreciate it, dude. Let's see. Saluti de Napoli. I'm assuming that says saludos from Napoli, which I think is Italian. So thanks for tuning in. Let's see here. Tomek Pop. Hey, what's up, man, from Poland? Man, I hope you guys are doing well. All right, let me go over here. I'm just going to scroll down. Let's see. Perfect. Everything's good. Sorry, I'm just scrolling down. Let's see who's that. Kareem de la Cream. That's a great name, man. Dude, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you dug this. Hopefully this works out for you. My man, Vlade. If you guys don't know who Vlade is, that dude's a beast, man. He's a fellow Mino artist, great player, great educator. Check him out if you get a chance. He's really, really good. So let's see. Ed Vasquez, hey, Mr. Mendoza, what's going on? Mr. Mendoza means that that's more like my students. So, Ed, thanks for tuning in, bro. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. What else we got here? Hannes, hey Juan, love your live streams. Will you upload them on YouTube? Yes, they will be on YouTube. Just in case you don't know, I also do streams on my Facebook channel. I've used the Facebook just to kind of get my feet wet, and it's been great. So I'm probably going, my next live stream will probably be on Facebook, and it will be like a workout kind of thing on the pad. So be on the lookout for that. So, but this will definitely be on YouTube, all right? Let's see what else. I'm trying to answer as many questions as possible. Let's see. Robert. Yes, there will be a PDF. I will post it right after the live stream, okay? So I'll make sure I post that up there. That way you have it, and then you can, get that happening. All right, let's see here. Hannes, song suggestions for Latin jazz to play along to. Anything Tito Puente, anything. You can check out the Mambo jazz stuff. Just literally, you can just put Afro-Cuban on like Spotify or on Apple Music. Just put like Afro-Cuban essentials, and then go from there. I think that will definitely put you on the right path, because that's the standards. Let's see here. Vlade came back, wants you to build on me. Yeah, it happens all the time, right? It's all good. Thanks for hanging with me, brother. All right, let's see. What else we got here? Sorry, there's a bunch of stuff here. I'm just trying to scroll and read. You don't understand how difficult this is to do everything here. Maybe some halftime Naningo grooves. I'm actually in the process of recording that for my website, but I'll show you something real quick. Let me just turn the microphone off. You can also do it like halftime. All right, so that is what's going on there. You can do that as well. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, so Austin. Hey, what's up, Austin? Hope you're doing well, man. Cooking, thanks, man. Appreciate it. What else we got here? Grooving, yeah, man. We try to groove on everything. Again, you can take. By the way, you can take all these exercises and put them in like any context. So, like, if you wanted to do like, let's say like a samba kind of thing, and put the melody on the left hand, you could. So you can do like example 1A. And you can start playing all those exercises. So for example, let me go back to exercise, let's say group A. All right, so like you can go like this with a cross stick. So or like I just did right now, you can play all this stuff in halftime. So instead of playing quarter notes, you actually be playing eighth notes, and then eighth notes would actually be 16. So you can go so many different routes just doing that. Let's see, Christian. Yep, I will next time for sure. What else we got here? Sorry, I'm scrolling down. There's so much going on. What's this one? Thank you so much for your inspiration. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to as many questions as possible. Let's see, Austin, what parts of stick control? I just did. So you can essentially do the clave thing too, like with the left hand. So you see what I mean? Like you can kind of go that way. You can read it all in cut time. And then start improvising over that. Right, and that's just the hands, and then you can start adding the bass drum on top of that, so you have something like this. See what I mean? So you can go crazy with this stuff. What I just did with the live lesson was just scratch the surface with everything. So let's see here. Hi Juan, greetings from Norway. Do you have a class on mixing drums? Not right now. And to be honest with you, right now what you hear are just raw drum sounds. There's no mixing of anything. Everything is just going, these are just raw sounds. There's no EQ or anything like that. So these drums just sound fantastic, and a lot of it has to do with your hands too, you know, your touch. So, but something I'm definitely thinking about doing, especially in the near future, because like for example, like right now I have a pretty decent recording rig, but like I was using a Zoom H6 for a long time, and that was just my main mixing thing. I put everything in there. So a lot of my stuff on YouTube or a lot of the stuff on Instagram especially is all going through a Zoom H6. So, and if I can show you how to mix just with that, I mean, you'll be fine, you know, especially probably for your needs. So let's see what else we got here. Wow, this is unbelievable. Hi from Turkey, what's going on? Uh-oh, Darren, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well, brother. Thanks for tuning in, I really appreciate it. Let's see here. Have all my drum life scheduled with this stuff. Yeah, just take your time, you know, with all this. So let's see what else we got here. Where did you find the creativity to come up with all this phrasing idea? I love how you explain, by the way. Thank you for your content. Greetings from Italy. I think it's just more vocabulary. So for example, for me, I'm just gonna move this down a little bit. So for me, the vocabulary is the key. So if you can improvise, let's say using just a snare drum, then you should be able to improvise using the drum set later on. So focus on improvising just using one sound source. So for example, let's see. What I'll do is I'll play just a basic samba ostinato because everyone knows that. And then what I'll do is I'll improvise over it. So it has something like this. Right, so you just do that on one sound source, and all that was accented. So imagine if you played like the stuff in between there, so all the ghost notes or something like this. right? So then what you do is you take that same step and then start orchestrating around the drum set. Try not to go too crazy, just use the toms and the snare for now. So you can go. You see what I mean? And then later on, what you want to do is, all that stuff is kind of just going taka 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 the whole time. But you can start adding 16th note resonant in between there. That way it gives it some phrasing. So you have something like this. You see what I mean? So then you can start adding, like, you know, flams and all this other stuff. So hopefully that kind of gives you some sort of guidance to how to use your creativity. And again, just take simple concepts and then try not to make it so complex in the beginning. Let's see here. Which head do you use on the snare? This is just a, let's see, it's just a remote control sound, coded. I got this from Memphis Drum Shop. That's why you see like the Memphis Drum Shop thing here. Remote's close, so I can't even get heads. But that's what I have there. And then on the bottom, I just have a just a clear ambassador snare side. Also, let's see. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, here I have it like a towel. It's like a rag actually, and it's just real light. It's just so I don't have to use the drum dots, at least, you know, because with the snare I have to kind of try to get different sounds, and I got to do it quickly, and I don't want to lose the drum dots, so I just leave the drum dots on the snare. I mean, on the toms, and then on the snare I'll use the drum dots if I'm recording. But if I'm trying to do something live and I'm trying to, you know, change sounds real quick, then I'll just use the towel for now. So yeah. So let's see here. Let's see here. Can you stream it a couple hours earlier? It's, I guess, 12:21 here. Awesome, unless I'm working on these concepts. Yeah, it's hard to please everybody with the hours. I work, and then this is my time to do it. So sorry. You can always catch the restream as well. So thanks for tuning in, man. Let's see what else we got here. That was great. Thanks a lot. Oh, anytime, brother. Let's see here. I like how you modulate those fills. Thanks, man. You could just go from, you know, 16s to triplets, you know, just to kind of guide you there. Let's see here. Purdy shuffle is the same as Afro-Cuban. No, it's something completely different. The Purdy shuffle is just, it's a shuffle, and Afro-Cuban is a style of music. So definitely do some research on that, man, because I can't really give you like a definitive answer, like how everything is different, because it'll take a while. But just know that Afro-Cuban music it's very vast and very diverse. Let's see what else we got here. Could you expand a little bit more in the deceiving fills that don't resolve on a crash but go straight back to the groove? I mean, that's on you, you know, like if I'm gonna do something like that, I try to end on the end of 4. So like, let's say, but this is where counting like really comes into play. Like you have to count so that you know exactly where you are, and you have to know where the downbeat of 1 is. So yeah, it's very important to count. Let's see. ¿Cuántas horas practicaba el día? So the question is, how many hours did I practice to win the drum off? I was practicing like maybe like 4 hours a day, but that's all I was practicing. So I'm glad it's over though, man. It was a great experience, but it was kind of stressing to do it. So let's see here. Hola Juan from Saudi Arabia. Does this double stroke have to be straight or can it be shuffled? What is the difference between shuffled? 16. Okay, so a double stroke, and if you count the live lesson, it's just essentially you can do it straight, right? Or you can do it shuffled like this, a swung eighth, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, and then the shuffle 16 will be like this. All right, so all those interpretations are valid. It's just a matter of what you need it for. All right. Chale, no me contesta. I didn't read your question. I'm sorry. I don't know where it is. Let's see here. Did you take some of this alphabet idea from Benny Greb's? Actually, no. I've learned this stuff way before Benny Greb's stuff came out. This is in at least in the rudimental world, this was called the grid. So you would do this stuff on a grid. So essentially, all the Benny stuff was I've already did that a long time ago before Benny came out with his DVD. I was doing that as a kid. It's just Benny, he's the man, and he knew how to market something, and he made this language of drumming, which is fantastic. But the language of drumming stuff, or quote unquote language of drumming, has been out for a long time before Benny Greb even posted this stuff. So I was learning this stuff when I was a kid, maybe like 10 years old or so. So I mean, all this stuff is all the same. There's really no like brand new concepts. Everything's been done before. It's just people are marketing it really well. And Benny did an amazing job with that DVD. And it's a pillar. So if you don't have it, go get it because he's killing. Great player, amazing educator, all that good stuff. All right, let's see here. Can you explain why you chose Mino? We want the story. I chose Mino just because they sound great. They look great, but more importantly, they sound fantastic. The people behind the Mino company are amazing people. I have nothing but love for all those people out there in Germany and my artist rep here in the States, Chris Brewer, who's fantastic. One of the best people I've ever met, ever. So let's see here. Hey Juan, thank you for all the motivation, information, great educators, players. Well, thanks for all the practice. Oh, anytime, John, anytime. That's what I'm here for. Hopefully you're subscribed, brother. Let's see. Your halftime Afro-Cuban beat was a Purdy shuffle. Not really. Oh, somebody disliked me, man. Dang, what's going on here? I guess you guys didn't like Mino symbols. So here's, again, the Purdy shuffle is this. Kyle, the Afro-Cuban beat was this. All right, there is a big difference between that and the Purdy shuffle, so just be careful. Let's see here. Benny took the ideas from Gary Shafee. Inigo, what's up, man? Yeah, man. I mean, Benny's killing, man. He just, again, everyone takes from everybody, and that's cool. But yeah, that's what's going on. I mean, Benny just killed it, man. That production was amazing. It was clean. It was perfectly done. But again, a lot of these ideas are actually in Stick Control, to be honest with you. So, Stick Control in itself is just an amazing book. You just have to be creative and find different ways to create ideas. Let's see. Let's see here. Do you devote yourself to educational stuff, or being a gigging musician is still top of your list? I mean, your level is up there, and I can't imagine you would have big ass pop. At this point in my life, I like to be home, and all the traveling is great. But I've always loved teaching, and this is what I do, and I do this all the time, every day. I mean, every day, literally. I might take a day off, but I like doing both, to be honest with you. But it just depends on the gig and the people that I'm going to be around. So for me, I just do both. I think it's the educational stuff for me gives back to a lot of people. and a lot of people that took a shot on me. So yeah, let's see what else. What else we got? Ernie, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well, man. Miss you, bro. All right, let's see here. Without throwing too much shade, why the switch to Pearl? I'm not gonna throw shade at anybody. That's not how I roll. But for me, it was the consistency or lack thereof is why I switched. You know, a lot of that, at least for me, that's what it was. And the Pearl thing, here's the thing with Pearl. For me, it's like you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a great sounding kit. You can find the Pearl kit anywhere you want. You can tune it up easily. You can find parts for it. For me, the warehouse was kind of close to my house, so I can always get items really quickly, and I don't have to wait too long. As opposed to DW was a little bit further away. So, you know, it's kind of, the pros were all kind of leaning towards Pearl. Plus, I played Pearl when I was a kid. And then just the gear sounds fantastic at the end of the day. So, I mean, that's the, you know, honestly, that's the truth. And the God honest truth is I wouldn't be able to live with myself telling somebody to pay, you know, $20,000 for a drum set that might sound good or might not sound good, you know. So I just want something that was consistent at the end of the day. So hopefully that wasn't, you know, shady or anything like that. I was just being honest. That's why. All right, so you seem to be confident in any style. Is there any style you don't like? It's not. There's one. I don't play metal. Not because I don't like it. It's just I just don't play it. And my double bass chops are not that good. And I've never really gotten called to do a metal gig. So that's why I've never really messed with double pedal. I can play it a little bit, but nothing crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so what else we got here? Anybody have any more questions? Let's see. What kick technique do you use? Heel toe, slide? I don't even know, to be honest with you. I just kind of go with it. But I make sure that the beater comes off the bass drum. So for me, I don't really dig. I used to do that, but then I don't know. I just found like the sound wasn't as big as coming off the head. So I kind of do that if I'm playing like doubles. I kind of go tip, and then I bring my leg down. So tip. You can probably see that with the kick. Let me see something real quick. Let me make this a little bigger so you guys can see it. So I go tip, and then I go down, tip, down. That's kind of what I do, toe down. So that's what pretty much goes down with my foot. I try not to think about it too much. So yeah, that's what's going down. Let's see. Let me take this off. And let's see here. Were you in drum corps? More on that? If so, yeah, I was. I did senior corps. I got into the cadets when I was like 15, 16, but I just couldn't. I couldn't afford it. So that's why I didn't do it. I didn't do DCI because I just couldn't afford it. So that's the only reason why I didn't do DCI. Do you play in some albums? Yep, I got a couple albums. I'm actually working on a trio album right now, and that's gonna be dope because it's gonna be probably 6 songs, and it's gonna be a play-along album. So you'll have access to everything. You'll have access to charts. I'm gonna write charts, like specific charts of the grooves that I played. I'll write charts with suggested grooves, easy grooves, intermediate grooves, and then you'll have charts and drumless tracks as well, so you can play along with the band. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be dropping hopefully by next month. So just give me a heads up. That's going to be the trio album, and I'm really stoked about that. So let's see here. Let's see. I've been well. I need to call you when you're free. I'm having trouble with my right leg for a while. Okay, give me a call, man. You got my number. We'll figure it out for sure. If you can answer, how do you dig how do you dig so well in Latin music except listening to it? There are rudiments or exercises that you can tell about developing that flow. So the biggest thing is obviously you have to listen to this music, and it's all about the feel. So the feel is the key here. So I'm going to see if I can just take this out real quick. All right, so we'll go here, picture in picture. All right, let's do this. We'll go here and this one, and we'll take this one out. Okay, so the key to this whole thing is the feel. So in order to develop the feel, you have to listen to the music and what the phrasing is. Not everything is all like straight to the grid. So like, for example, when you're playing like fills, you're not doing this. All right, you don't want to do that unless you want to get, you know what I mean, unless you want to get that. But what you want to do is you want to be able to push and pull a little bit with your rhythm. So 16th notes, instead of it being like this, you can play them like this. Sorry, let me turn the mic off. You see what I mean? So you can kind of push and pull that way. And then also a lot of it's like triplet bass with flams in it, so you can start incorporating those flams and pulling back. So like that's the key, is you got to be able to push and pull using different subdivisions as well. So if you notice, I was going from triplets to duple, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So let's get out of this real quick. All right. So let me see if I can answer another question before I head out of here. Giovanni, is there a system you go through when exploring a rudiment? Yes, I go through a grid. So for example, let's say I have flams, straight 16ths. Then I start moving the grid over, so. Right, so you can do that. You can keep the flam in the same place and move the accent, so you have. You see what I mean? So I go through each permutation. That way I know how to play it in every position. That way when I start improvising, I'm not really thinking about it too much. I'm just really thinking about the motions, all right? So yeah, that's what's going on there. Let's see. When you push and pull, fill, is there a click track playing? No, there's no click track playing, but usually what the click track is, quote unquote click track, is the clave. So pa, pa. So you have to feel the click to an extent, but it's really about the clave. It's like ka 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 bu ka ka dum 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 pa ki ka gung gung pa ka dum 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 pa ka dum boom pa boom pa ka gung gung pa pa boom 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 ta boom ta boom ta boom pa pa gung gung ka boom 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 boom. So as silly as that may sound, that's exactly what's going on. I'm feeling that clave, pa, 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 but I'm playing phrases over it. Boom, ka doom doom doom, pa goom goom, ka doom pa doom, pa 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 pa, boom doom, boom, 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 ba, boom, 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 ba, ba, boom. So that is the key there, all right? Last question for today. Let's see what we got here. When will you have a gear rundown for us? All right, so this is what we got here. All right, so I'll show you what I got here, what I'm running. I have 15-inch Foundry Reserve hi-hats. I just got these probably like 2 months ago. Killing stuff. These are the Benny Greb Crasher hats, which are fantastic. I love them. You can adjust them to the tension that you want. I have a 18-inch Foundry Reserve crash cymbal. I got that a couple months ago as well. This is the Foundry Reserve 22-inch ride. These little suckers are actually hi-hats. They're 10-inch medium hi-hats, so they're actually pretty heavy, but they sound real crisp, man. Check these out. Yeah, man, between these 3 hi-hats, I can get different colors. And then here I have this is an 18-inch Jazz Extra Thin Crash. This is probably like the most underrated cymbal in Mino's line. You got to check out the Jazz series, man. This crash is just classic, but it sounds killer. Opens up really well. It's just killing. And then what else we got here? Let's see here. And that's pretty much it. Got a couple cameras for this web stream. I have a monitor up there. If you can see me playing, that's where I get to read everything. I got to take the comments off when I'm playing though, because it's kind of distracting. But that's what's going down there. What else we got here? What are the gear? No, and that's it. And then I got a couple webcams and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. I was only planning on being here for an hour, but an hour and 20 minutes is good. Let's see, last one. What cymbals would you buy on a budget? Depends on your budget at the end of the day. I can't really give you advice on that. You can check out anything Mino sounds great. Or just, check out, everyone makes great gear. I'll say that. Or most companies make great gear. Just go with what you feel sounds great for your ears and for the music that you're playing. That's the key. Make sure that you play stuff that you love to play. Like for me, all this gear that I have here, I love playing this gear. It inspires me to play. It inspires me to come down here and get better. And that's why I play it at the end of the day. So hopefully that answers your question. And that's pretty much it. Giovanni, thank you so much, man. Guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you share this stream with everybody. That way we get some views and we get some more traction on this. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for spending some time with me. I know it's pretty late for some people, and I know it's pretty early for some people as well. But thank you so much. Saludo. Abrazo fuerte. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon, all right? Peace out.